Fine.
Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up, do not go to any MDVA event that I'm at and there's a stream and that music's being played out to the crowd. I will ruin that every time for you. I'm playing that song every single time if there's nothing happening. So don't show up. Don't show up the pound. Don't show up the SmashCon. I swear to God.
Well, you want to talk about showing up? It's high time both these players decide whether they want to or not today. Winners finals here. Meetleo representing Peru. Sekai Doggo representing, I'm going to get it right this time, Chile. And winners finals. Winner of this is going to be in grand finals with a set to boot. And loser is going to fall down to losers finals, awaiting the winner of Kowalski. And also one of the best Kazuya's I have ever seen. It's my boy Burps.
Mm-hmm. It was actually kind of crazy with how long that first sheriff stayed out, even after losing their hat. That was a long-lasting wall. It actually disrupted 2 projectiles over like a span of like 5 seconds. Like, I know that's such a small thing from the beginning of the game, but that was really interesting for me just to see that happen. But my goodness, you got to watch out for that Wii Fit up air, man. That thing is devastating. We got Meetleo off to a hot start here, but getting that deep breathing right back into it. What is the play? The forward smash? Fantastic stuff from Sekai.
Spaces it perfectly so that it even hits below the ledge to get that kill. Really strong stuff. Now, the big thing that I think separates these 2 players from every other player of these characters I have seen is number 1, Meetleo's amount of up air kills. They use up air so well, and anytime they land on you when you're underneath a platform, you are taking 50%. It is non-negotiable. No matter how good your SDI is, you can take 50, especially with deep breathing action. And number 2, the thing for Sekai Doggo is obviously their side B, their frisbee combos. A lot of other Duck Hunt players I have seen are also very good at hitting those. The big thing about Sekai Doggo is that they do it consistently. They always use it as a conditioning tool as well. So even if it misses, you're still scared of it.
Yeah, no, you're still going to be super scared of it, man. The way that Duck Hunt works out, too, sometimes, like, it's an awkward character for sure. It's not a popular character, but good Duck Hunts, you and I both know, are an entirely different breed of character. Like, it's absolutely insane. It's basically, I consider Duck Hunt and Banjo the great value versions of Snake, except that they've got, like, their own different stuff going on, where, like, Banjo can be a little bit more aggressive, right, more physical. I mean, Duck Hunt just has some of the weirdest projectiles ever.
Yeah, dude. And again, that plays part and parcel to matchup and experience. There are not a lot of people who play this character in the world. And, you know, Sekai Doggo, one of the best. Despite the fact that they were down for a good majority of this match, they're actually in the lead now.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to play that game the way you need to play it. This is how Duck Hunt thrives and does really, really well. It's just a matter of Meetleo just has to take their time, just being a little bit patient here. As you can see, they got deep breathing. They're trying to use the projectiles to poke right back. And that's what the majority of this game is going to be. It's going to be a war zone through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got soccer balls flying, you got cans of beans that blow up, you got wild dudes with guns, and you got a dog with a duck on its back. Dude, I don't know. That's a weird Sunday afternoon for me.
This is another Sunday for me. I don't know about you, but either way, that is going to be a stock here. It's a walk in the park. It's Sekai Doggo doing a fantastic job taking this lead here with the stock, putting on a couple up airs, trying to put on some nice damage, trying to get some of that can gameplay popping off too. Look at that, actually really forcing Meetleo to land in an awkward position, which Sekai almost took advantage of before they end up taking that back air. Deep breathing is one hell of a drug, and we'll see exactly where it goes from here.
Dude, that good old O2 does a lot of good for the soul and your damage output. My God. It increases your speed, you take less damage, you heal a little bit from it, and you also take, I think, less knockback, you deal more. It's insane. It's like every comeback mechanic rolled together.
Oh, yeah, you're actually kind of right on that one. And then you can use it whenever you want, too. That's the other crazy thing. But, man, we got Sekai got the setups with the cans into the aerials and everything, man. Look at that. Forcing that can to recover high, forcing Meetleo to go underneath the platform, or else they risk, you know, taking additional damage in a position they don't want to be in. But look at that, man. These setups are great, the way they're bouncing his can around, but that's going to turn into a grab. Great positioning so far.
Again, just having that can out means Duck Hunt's winning. You can just throw it out. You can move it so slowly. You don't need to commit to it. There's that. Yeah, another. There it is. The conditioning tool. Yeah. That. Oh, wow. He's not dead from that.
Nah, it's just recognizing the character, you know, knowing where that DI needs to send.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of people know exactly where it is, but good stuff from Meetleo for knowing that. Definitely did the research in this matchup before the set.
Ooh, I've never seen a sheriff stock before. We almost saw one.
Well,
but you got that can on deck right there. And that's part of the issue with Duck Hunt is, like you mentioned, you can move that can as slow as you want. It has such a weird angle. You continue to hit it to continue to force your opponent to try and recover at these weird angles. And unfortunately, it just pushed them all the way basically to the edge of the map and ended up taking that stock. Well played from Doggo. As you can see, man, the chat's going wild. Spam this Doggo to help out Doggo. I don't think Doggo needs your help, guys.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why, though. Maybe it is because they are helping.
Maybe. You know, you might be onto something here.
Every set today, chat's been so alive to support their boy Doggo. And you know what? I'm here for it. I love seeing the support for your favorite player. And you know what? I think you'd love to hear it, too. We're seeing a switch off of the Doggo go to Link here. We haven't seen Sekai Doggo switch off all day, and now they're bringing in the Link just out of nowhere. I wonder why that is. Well,
it's definitely an interesting choice, especially because you won, but you got to think about how hard Sekai Doggo had to work for that stock, right? For every stock in that game, for the game in general. They had to work very, very hard, so they're probably opting to want to play something that can put a little bit more pressure onto Meetleo than what Duck Hunt could honestly aim to do, because it was basically just trading projectiles back and forth. Now, it's going to be almost the same thing, but Link has so much more power when they have to get up close and personal, which is what they're probably trying to answer when it comes to Meetleo.
I've heard it said before, and I want to hear your opinion on this, Skip, that Link, when played optimally, can be the best character in the game, or at the very least top 5. What do you think about
that?
Link mains?
That better not be what Arbiter said.
That's not what Arbiter said. No, Arbiter hates this character.
Oh, okay. No, Arbiter loves Link. But man, whoever said that, listen, okay, whoever said that straight up, I'm going to be honest, right? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the worst opinion I've ever heard in the history of Smash Bros. My goodness. Either way, right now we're going to see if Doggo can find a way to turn this around, because Meetleo is showing why this character, even optimally played, is not top 5.
Yeah, doing a very good job of it too, getting that F-tilt at the ledge. That F-tilt, man, so fast, so strong, really good. I've seen Meetleo actually turn it around so they get the back hit on shield to make sure that their opponent can't space it so that they don't get grabbed anymore. And, well, best character in the game, by the way, guys. Remember that.
Who told you this? You need to tell me the name now, immediately.
I'm not going to dox him on stream. I'll tell you later.
No, oh my God.
I don't want an angry mob after them.
Either way, a forward tilt from Link, and that's where Link does shine in some of these situations, is these tilts that he's got, up tilt, down tilt, forward tilt, they're all pretty solid, man. I mean, that sword, it is the Master Sword for a reason. It is because it does a heck of a lot of damage. But we'll see how this continues to play out here right now. They're tossing projectiles back and forth, boomerangs, soccer balls, bombs, energy bombs, like there's all sorts of crazy things.
You know, Sekai, despite the fact that they're down, they haven't been doing too bad. The neutral's been working out well for them. They're doing a good job of, like, baiting in Meetleo with these side Bs and getting the follow-ups accordingly. Doing a good amount of damage, keeping themselves safe. There's just that SD. That's the one thing that's holding them back in this set.
Well, I mean, he can still very well turn this around. Link does have a lot of power behind him, like we've mentioned before. It's just a matter of finding those openings. And there we go. That was a great placement. Unfortunately, yep. Okay, never mind. Gonna find their way back to stage. All right.
Whoa! I like that jab pressure on shield. That was very interesting.
Tried to go for an air to trade with the ball, and unfortunately it's not going to quite work out for them. The forward air, though, that forward air is very strong. So, I mean, you do have to respect that if you are Meetleo.
Yep. Oh, and that following up air, too. Dude, up air in this game is so good because it lingers for so long. Even if you don't get the strong hitbox, you'll get a hitbox, and you might be able to even get a second one, too. It's very good. Doggo has to air dodge to ledge after the jump. Nice roll read from Meetleo, but just barely behind their time. Air dodge. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, hang on. Sekai Doggo. After what Kowalski did, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something similar here.
It could very well happen, but right now the big thing for me is the fact that they were expecting the the stage spike, and they were trying to tech that, and I think that's why we saw the air dodge, and they just did not get what they wanted to. But yeah, this is what Link does, man. He's got great disjoints. Now his frame data it can be a little slower compared to other characters, but he's still a very solid character overall. And almost going a little too low. Oh my god, no! They weren't able to get it done. If they had actually let themselves fall from the stage a little bit, they would have been able to work their way up to that ledge. That was still a great attempt at the recovery, just unfortunately too little too late.
Well-timed tech and everything as well. Man, yeah, get a little antsy in the scramble there. Unfortunate to say the least, but you know what? I want to see the Duck Hunt come back just because I feel like it worked a lot better than Link. Hey, look, there it is. Maybe they're just trying to throw Meetleo off their game a little bit. Be like, okay, you know, will he go Link? You know, here's how I got to deal with the Link. Oh, now Duck Hunt's back. Let me remember how to deal with Duck Hunt, this character that I don't ever play against, you know? So, honestly, not a bad strategy in the long run, especially if you won that first match.
Right. I think what it really comes down to is I think they were trying to play Link because it's a different style of gameplay. Like I mentioned before, I think Duck Hunt has to work very hard, especially against a character like Wii Fit, right? Duck Hunt thrived in a situation where he gets to play his game and not have to worry about playing the same game against somebody else, right? Now, I think that's why we saw the Link. Unfortunately, because the Link didn't quite work out the way he wanted to, is that now you gave Meetleo a lot of momentum here, right? This could very well turn against you the whole way through. And now, because like it's 1-1 now, it could be 2-1 in a moment as Meetleo continues to pile on this damage here. I mean, they are a little bit behind, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. As Meetleo tries to find their way in. Doggo does a very good job of just continuing to put these projectiles out, trying to create a lot of this pressure.
Yeah, sorry, my mic just shut off for no reason. Anyway, yeah, I'm starting to like the Drudge and Neutral for both these characters, though. As I said, like half of while I was, muted. But the big deal is that like I feel like Sekai Doggo's using a lot of their walls super well. They're walling out Meetleo, doing a good job. Like, okay, you're throwing out a projectile. Let me throw out one to meet it. Also, mine is less committal than yours is. Just hold that. But then again, Meetleo's staying gritty with it. Doing a good job of just being like, okay, you know what? Ooh. Yeah, I can hit my hits whenever you come in, and whenever you come in, you're going to take a lot of damage, and you got to hold that as well. So, again, both these guys know what their game plan is, and they're moving around it in a very, very effective way. But when the walls are up for Sekai, a lot more difficult for Meetleo to get in.
I think Meetleo's actually starting to find their rhythm here. They know you have to dance around the projectile game, right? So they're bouncing between these platforms. They're throwing out their own projectiles, healing themselves in the process as well. Like, I get Sekai Doggo trying to do their thing, right? Trying to get damage, trying to throw those projectiles out. Ooh, that was a really nice attempt. I really like that. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get it. But as I was saying, the longer you don't engage with Meetleo and you're not actually landing any projectiles doing damage, they're going to heal themselves as the game goes on. So you kind of need to start answering that.
Yeah. Nice placement of the can to catch that get-up option as well. Neither one of these guys have died yet, and it's over 2 minutes in the match. Passing 2:30 in just a second here. But then again, nice combo. Throw into the can. Bread and butter, baby.
Yeah, that was the a nice little alley if I've ever seen one, man. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, 22%, a little bit of extra credit so far. Ooh, the soccer ball just somehow coming out. That's the thing that's so interesting about this matchup is both characters have these super long-lasting projectiles. Like the soccer ball can bounce around quite a bit, almost taking the can out and Doggo with them. Unfortunately for Meetleo, they're going to be able to survive just a little bit longer.
Who would win? A can with literal dynamite in it or a darn soccer ball? Also, what a shield break setup. Really good stuff there from Meetleo. Recognizing, okay, you know what? Deep range dash attack? Yeah, it's going to pop that thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a situation here. I know that Wii Fit does have a few setups and where the up smash can break shields. But yeah, that was definitely very, very interesting overall.
Ooh. Nice place in the can again. Not going to send that one up, actually. I think they were just trying to cover a low recovery. So far, has not taken a lick of damage on this second stock.
Okay, here we go. Continues to put
a
little bit of damage.
F-tilt angled down to catch the low-hanging grab at the ledge from Meetleo. Wow.
Yeah, no, that was actually a really nice little setup there. Being able to take that out. I mean, Wii Fit trainers have a pretty, lackluster recovery in some instances. Like, she's got some good air movement speed, but you got caught up in a situation right there where you spent a little too much time on that ledge, and that's why we saw that situation pop off. But right now, man, Seek Doggo, they are doing a pretty solid job continuing to pile on this damage.
Yeah, again, can't get careless against Wii Fit. And they got that deep breathing active. They're glowing pink. They are powered up by nature's element, baby.
All right, there we go. Gonna put up that can just to give them a nice little safe return to the ledge. Going high, opting to drop right back down. I like the pressure they're throwing out. They kept the clay pigeon on the floor just in case Wii Fit Trainer was going to start approaching forward, but also had that can just a little bit high. So if they went high, they could clip them there, and they kind of just basically walled them out. You mentioned that before a little while ago. But yeah, this is coming down to the wire here. This is getting a little scary.
So something I would like to mention here, Skiff, is how soccer ball works. Whenever it hits a projectile, that is now Duck Hunt's projectile. If you get hit by a soccer ball afterwards, then you are in trouble. But the big thing is, if it hits the gunman, or if it hits Sekai Doggo's shield, that is still Meetleo's projectile. So you got to keep that in mind. And in the scary parts of this match, that's very scary. Because you never know who the balls really belongs to.
No, I get you. It definitely is a lot of chaos here, but these two seem to be managing their chaos pretty well. The Sheriff coming in with the assist to save Doggo. Oh, from a combo. I think the soccer ball actually saved Leo there from actually losing that stock. That can should have been enough. Gets up to the ledge, holds shield, and they are in a lot of danger right now. 135 to 99.
Yeah, but dinks that gunman in the face with the ball. Moving around, another one again, and the ball came back after hitting the gunman and got rid of Sekai Doggo from that pressure situation. Meetleo doing a good job, but they're not glowing purple anymore, man.
Yeah, but that was, they almost set themselves up with the ball hitting the can towards them. It's just getting a little bit dangerous here. The dash attack's not going to be enough, but look at this. Nearly even until we saw that healing. It was 134 apiece, and the Sheriff is going to be enough setting up to the top blast zone. That was just an absolute crazy mess of a game 3, but that does give Doggo the counter pick advantage as this game goes on. So they won't be able to counter pick here, right? But should they lose into game 5, it gives them counter pick advantage the rest of the way. So that does mean that Meetleo is going to have a lot of work to catch up here.
Dude, that was a match. That match lasted 6 minutes, by the way, guys. So both these guys, I mean, that speaks part and parcel to both of their durability, their mental fortitude whenever it comes to this matchup. Because I can't imagine it's easy to sit back and throw projectiles to this degree, man. It's got to wear on you after a while.
It's definitely got to, man. This is definitely one of those matchups that's you got to be patient, man, because both characters are trying to play the same game plan. But we're going to be a little bit close quarters here. And, you know, I'm not surprised to see Smashville pop out here. I feel like this is a pretty solid Wii Fit trainer stage. But
for
this is basically going to make at least 90% of the stage inhabitable at any point in time.
Yeah, man. Oh, my God, dude. Now, this is a small stage. It's not quite that as big as Pokemon Stadium 2 as we've been seeing before. It really quite is. The big deal on this stage, though, my God, the projectiles take up so much space. It is so hard to have any elbow room to maneuver around here. It's like being cramped in on a deadliest catch vessel, man. Not that I've ever been that guy, you know?
No, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to hit you for it. But,
you're from the MDVA area, of course. You love crabs.
I'm not from here, okay? I just live here.
You live there.
But crab is delicious. I will give you that one. Crab is delicious. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, the can placement. That was actually terrifying. Oh, no. That was such a wacky stock.
I'm telling you, dude. That's the matchup and experience coming in. F-Tilt killing at ledge is absolutely terrifying. But, man, having the gunshot onto the can force Meetleo into a tech situation, that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that was definitely really, really weird. But either way, the last stop from the clay pigeon actually going to be able to find its way through, even with the sun salutation out. There we go. We're going to get that forward tilt, putting on a little bit of damage. All right.
I love how sometimes Sekai Doggo just drops the gunman, then jumps in and goes for a forward air, because you know the gunman got your back. It's your wingman. If you go in and you get hit, the gunman still comes out. Did you see that? The particle effect from the side B beat the entire sun salutation, and since the particle effect was going off, it hit Meetleo and killed them. Or not killed him, damaged them, whatever.
It put down a bit of damage, yeah. Actually, we saw that a little while ago. It was like the last possible particle effect earlier, so I'm actually not surprised to see that happen again. But that is something that Meetleo is going to have to take into consideration as this bracket continues to move forward here, because that is very, very terrifying. 118 now is going to get a deep breathing, put on a little bit of extra damage here. My goodness, a dash attack. They were going for the spike. They were trying to take the lead.
Dude, look at this. Getting very close here. Honestly, I feel like if Meetleo can retreat and get that deep breathing up, we could be seeing the makings of an even game here in just a second. Right now, though, they're doing a good job with the Drudge. They get the deep breathing back on deck. That means they're going to want to approach in a second now, but they got to avoid the can. And having can underneath that middle platform skip is so difficult to encroach upon.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a C4, but it definitely is an awkward projectile. At that point, I'd probably prefer the C4 because I know it's not going anywhere. And that's the big problem for me. But there we go, another sun salutation, disrupting the can as it is. But my goodness, there's two other projectiles coming your direction. Whoa! Oh my God!
Whoa. Oh my God! The pressure there, Skip, was ridiculous. The gunshot! Not gonna get the up smash though. Meetleo moving away, and the side B. Perfect header, spike. Or snipe. I got my S words mixed up.
Yeah, I know, you're in the right
still
spot.
Killing it, baby.
You're looking like $1,000,000, but either way right now, yeah, Sekai Doggo is in a little bit of trouble, but 156, there goes the stock. We got an even game. 13.8% is the only difference here, which means Sekai Doggo could absolutely turn this around, take the game, and force their way into grand finals, but it's up to Meetleo to see if they can rise to that occasion.
Nearly 4 minutes into this match right now. We see Meetleo with a lead. They're doing a good job of putting in these little bits of damage right now. They have their opponent at 58%. And considering the amount of damage that has been done so far between these two guys, it seems like this might go into another 6-minute situation. But man, who's going to break first is the big question.
Oh my God, one spike, they're going to be able to make it back. We almost saw it break right there. My goodness. But we're going to get that falling there into the side. The header hitbox. Not going to fall into anything else for the forward throw. The ball coming out, barely missing Doggo. That's super unfortunate for Meetleo. But my goodness, they are trading projectiles back and forth. You got deep breathing as well. You got to respect it.
Yes, sir. I like the high air dodge to get away from the clay pigeon as it comes out. Right now, jumping around, moving around, the projectile's doing a good job. The explosion there is going to get rid of the soccer ball for just a second. Can be back in just a second, but a nice roll behind into F-tilt from Meetleo is pushing us into a Game 5 situation here in Winners Finals. Such a tense set, going back and forth between these two. But it will be Sekai Doggo's counter pick advantage going into the last game of this set. Regardless of who wins, this is it, boys. Big battlefield, oh God!
Wait, did they not notice?
No, they noticed. They switched to small.
They fixed it? Okay, they fixed it.
they hovered it.
I mean, we're going to time on that one then. If we did big battlefield between these two characters, we are going to time 100%. There's no way we're getting out of that. But either way, we're going to see small battlefield, small PS2, right? And we'll see how this one works out here. But right now, this is not looking too bad for either player, honestly. I can't really tell you who's going to take it. Both of them are playing fantastic the whole way through.
Yeah, honestly, I'm loving this like close quarters can game there from Dog, and they've been doing a good job. Look at this, getting a second one. Gonna go for the back air. Nice amount of percent right now. And Sekai Doggo with a I think this is like the first huge lead we've seen in the entire set. But then again, we know we can take this back in just a second.
Actually. Yeah, no, I think we've seen it. I think we saw a 2-stock game 1 or a 1-stock. I forget, but no, it wasn't 1-stock. That one went down to the time. Yeah, I know you might be right. I think everything's kind of come down to last stock, last hit.
Except the Link game.
No, that even like it wasn't last stock, last hit, but it was last stock.
That's fair. Yeah, I respect it. But then again, Meetleo proving their grittiness here. Yeah, they're surviving this long, and they have deep breathing active, so they can take this hit back in just a moment, but it's gone already.
Okay, there we go. Putting on some projectiles, trying to disrupt some of the plays here. Oh, just wasn't able to find it, but that's fine because you got the up air in general. And you know what? That might have actually just been a frame trap situation as it was because you're seeing the can, you're trying to hold in so you don't fall into that, but you end up getting up air anyway. That might have actually was probably just a really just big brain play from Doggo.
Those who go to change their fate often seal it on the road to get there. But Meetleo fires right back with an early stock. It's an even game going into the second stock, but only 35% to get back. As soon as Sekai Doggo comes down from the platform, they're able to get a nice little bit of combo damage going on.
And we see, I mean, Meetleo trying to find their way through here. That can's not going to do too much pressure onto the shield, but it is a disrupting hitbox, that is for sure. All right, there we go. Getting that Sheriff gameplay. Pop it off there. Okay, does find the hit off the jump. And yeah, it's going to reset neutral, actually.
Yeah, I think Meetleo a second ago was trying to have the header hit the gunman so that they could approach, but it actually hit Sekai Doggo a little bit, so they weren't able to get quite as much damage as they probably wanted to there. Deep breathing will be coming out just in a second. Yep, there it is. But then again, that means you're also getting sent a little bit less far away. So that means the combo damage is going to probably rack up. And, you know, Duck Hunt, who doesn't really send that far until you're at kill percent to begin with, is going to be struggling a little bit.
Yeah, what I do really like about this, though, is the fact that Doggo is really smart about knowing when they have enough pressure onto Meetleo, they can go in for the grab. Just about every time I think they've gone for a grab, they've been successful with it, but they're that patient about it, which is very, very important when you're playing a character like this. So honestly, I'm just really impressed by that, their awareness so far in this game. And this is that in general. The whole bracket has been outstanding. But here we go. We're seeing Meetleo starting to get their game plan. Pop it off here a little bit, trying to put on some damage. No soccer ball to head right there.
Yeah. Looking at this, though. Very good can setup. Throws it off stage, but it's going to be intercepted by the soccer ball. Ball is life, as they say, and I'm starting to agree here.
It certainly is the lifeblood for Wii Fit, and especially in this matchup, it's disrupting so many of the projectiles that, you know, Sekai Doggo's trying to get into motion here, but they're finding up air, you're slacking on the recovery, just trying to get back down to the stage, and they make you pay for it. But 73%, it's not too bad, but man, it's not looking good when you continue to take damage like this.
Look at this advantage string. It's all because the deep breathing's on deck. It hasn't been sending Meetleo as far away, so Sekai Doggo was able to get a lot of damage pretty much uncontested just because Meetleo was getting sent too far away, man. Here we go.
Okay.
Up air string, man.
I'm really upset that they didn't finish this game before the brawl theme was over, because now we're hearing it like restart, and it got really awkward for a bit. It's just really, really quiet.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, 90% the 1-2, and man, Meetleo has a lot of ground to cover, and it's not looking too good. Oh, I like that down throw into the can, the forward tilt, and that's not going to be enough. Sending a can out for good measure. Oh my God, look at that!
I can't believe that hit. It almost kills, though. That one will, though. It hits the shield. It detonates. Meetleo caught at the ledge. Sekai Doggo, Duck Hunt extraordinaire in winners finals, advancing to grands.
That was
Holy shit.
That was such a good like sequence of events at the end there for Sekai Doggo. Oh my God. Like their setups and everything were just great. Like, what do you do? That's one of those situations where Wii Fit Trader doesn't have like the same recovery resources. Like, yes, the air movement's good, but like you kind of get stuck in these scenarios, and like their can placement was just top notch. It was impeccable. It was so good, man. Wow. Yeah, they're gonna be going to the grands, man. Oh my goodness.